Hello and welcome to another episode on the Creative Phebe Cooks channel, where we grow together to become more knowledgeable and confident cooks. I am Phoebe, your host and cook, and we are going to make some baked applesauce. But first of all, it feels so good to be back. I am glad. I've been working on a couple of recipe videos to share with you. This week is baked applesauce. Next week is going to be apple hand pies. Do you see the theme we're going with here? Most of these recipes you can make for the festivities that we'll be celebrating as the year rolls out. And the special thing about this baked applesauce is that you can make it as chunky or as mushy as you want it. And as we go through the video, we are going to talk more about it. So, hey, if you really like this video, stay tuned, keep on watching. Don't forget to share it, and it will be great if you subscribe as well. All right, let's do this. Let's start off by washing our apples. Here we have a bunch of apples, but we're going to need 3 of them, 520 grams of apples. Yes, I wash them with soap and water to make sure it is absolutely clean and ready to bake with. Let's turn on our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius and gather all of our ingredients to start baking our apples. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. Next we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. After that, we're going to add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. Do not use table salt because they both differ in taste depending on the measurements. And this is 2 tablespoons of raw honey. Now you guys know you cannot beat fresh, so guess what? We're making our own fresh grated nutmeg. We're going to need 1/2 of a teaspoon of that. And then we're going to make some fresh lemon juice. Let's strain it. That way we can remove all of the seeds and add in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that'll be 30 mils. Now let's stir this mixture into something a little slurry. That way our apples can be able to infuse the taste of our ingredients. Alright, we're going to core our apples. You guys, this apple corer is a lifesaver. I cannot believe I just started using it a few weeks ago, but I'll show you an alternative of how to cut up apples in case you don't have an apple corer. However, I'm also going to add a link in the description below. That way you can get yours, because as apples are getting out of season, you might want to, start making more apple pies or apple hand pies as we're making next week. Here we are slicing up our apples. That way they're thin enough to infuse the flavor of our seasonings. And after that, we're going to stir it all up. That way everything is well combined. And you can see that we even cut our job in half by doing everything in one bowl. Let's cover our pie dish with foil sheet and put it in the oven to bake for 30 minutes. And while that is happening, I'm going to show you an alternative of how to cut your apple in case you do not have a corer or your apple corer is on the way. Again, check out that link in the description below to get yours. Here's a snippet of what to expect next week. We're making some apple hand pies with the apple sauce that we're making today. So be sure to tune in for that. Alright, let's clean up and get ready because our apples baked for 30 minutes. We're going to remove our foil sheet and put it back in the oven for another 20 to 30 minutes. I say 20 to 30 minutes because it all depends on how crunchy you want your apple sauce to taste. You can even blend it if you prefer, but I won't be going on that route because I like to taste the chunkiness of my apples. After removing it from the oven at about 25 minutes, altogether they baked at 55 minutes. Allow it to cool and get ready to store it. We're going to store it in a clean, dry container and get it ready for next week. Store it in your fridge. You can even use it as a topping on your oatmeal or spread it on some toast. Other than that, we're using it for some apple hand pies next week. Thank you for watching this episode. I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section below. And I know that if you enjoyed watching this video, you're going to want to enjoy watching one of these videos or watch both of them. Now click to watch and cook something deliciously with confidence. See you in the next episode.